All right. Other people, then please pass because we will be doing practicals. Right. So those who are through mobile phones in the connection of the meeting, please switch over to laptop. And those who are supposed to go for the pre-placement, please make sure that you guys attend the pre-placement. And if there's nothing after that, you come back to the labs. Clear, everyone? And your attendance will be taken care by me if you come back. And if you don't come back, then it would be taken care by the placement department. So I hope that part is also clear. That if the work is long and after the pre-placement you are supposed to appear in some sort of test and you don't come back in the lab again, that means the attendance will be taken care by Kevu sir or Kruti ma'am, whoever handles this particular placement. So you'll be asking them. And if you come back on time, then that would mean that I would mark you guys present. Clear, everyone? So should we begin the discussion? Okay, I understand, Hardik, but sometimes you don't know, like, it may take a little longer. That's why I'm just clearing it out. So you also know whom to approach in case of any query. मैंने खबर अच्छा, I think replacement वो जाजू नहीं चले half an hour or something. But then just clearing it out so that later on, if we don't meet again, you know whom to communicate. All right. And guys, those who are joining now, Dhaval, I did ask you guys to join on time because what happens is in a lab when I'm giving certain instructions, it is very tough to track it out each and everything. So better you guys try to join on time so that we can discuss accordingly and we save our time. All right. Listening, Dhaval? All right. So today's practical is on data pre-processing, right? And we will be doing that in Weka. But before that, anybody can tell me what is data pre-processing? Parth? And guys, you can unmute and talk. We are just 6 people, 7 people in the lab, right? It's showing 10 because I have my screen shared. I have my two, devices logged in. So please tell. Yes, Kishan, can you unmute and share what is data pre-processing according to you? Parth, Kishan, Hadik is saying kind of process to extract the required data from large amount of data. All right. Okay. But try to speak. See, guys, you are about to face an interview in the online mode. So you'll be talking there also. So that means you can talk in the class also. Ayush, can you add up something?
Data processing, in short, it adds the step of data reading. Like in short, you have to explore the model which you are working on. So we have to do data processing for data suitable to be performed over a model. And it is
Oh,
an important and an initial step that enhance the quality of a model.
okay. Quality of the data, not the model. And it's
Okay.
data pre-processing, not the processing. Rest of the things are quite near. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes, Dipsa, can you try? Data gathering is actually not data pre-processing. All right. So if I ask you a question, you guys leave the meeting, is it? I asked a question to Dipsa. Dipsa, can you listen to me? All right, let's do one thing. Let me give you a reference, and then on the basis of that, maybe you can discuss a bit more. So, watch this, a link I've given you. So you will get an idea what is data pre-processing, right? And it is 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, acknowledge if you're done. Yes, yes. Like just watch this so that we can discuss. And I think that would be after 5 minutes. Hardik and Kishan can leave, right? After 5 minutes, I'm saying right now you can watch this. It's 9:45. Anybody else who will be leaving for placement other than Hardik and Kishan? Okay, all right. So please watch through this link, come back and acknowledge. All right? Okay, all right. I'm waiting. So their problem, the lab starts at 9:30, and if you don't come at 9 you know 30 for the 9:50 pre-placement, I can't consider that. They should have come for 20 minutes just like both of you and then gone. I would have allowed just like I'm allowing you. Rest of you watch the video and come back and discuss. See, you can't be coming right now and telling me that you are pre-placement. Your lab was supposed to be at 9:30. So if you're preparing for it, you don't get attendance for it. All right. So you can go, it's 9:50. You've been asked for joining 10 minutes earlier. So you go and attend the pre-placement. All right. All the best. All right. So done, everybody. Wonderful. Yes, Dipsa, your question is right. Data pre-processing is when we are improving the quality of the data because the data in the real world is quite dirty. When I say dirty, it is because it is inconsistent, because it has a lot of noise, and because it is having a lot of different formats and a lot of issues. So when we have those kind of data, right, then we need to do data pre-processing. So everybody watched and understood what we are talking about in data pre-processing now. Yes, I will be elaborating. I will be elaborating, and I'll give you examples also. So Ayush, Dipsha, Danish, who else is there in the meeting? Parth, Devi, Parth and Devi, are you guys done watching the video? Guys, at least acknowledge so that I can begin the discussion. Parth, Devi, can you hear me? All right. So I think Parth and Devi are not replying. So let's do a small experiment with you guys. Uh, Ayush, Danish, and Dipsa. Type in your birth date in here in the chat box. Okay. Now, Ayush, can you observe a different pattern in the formats? Now imagine this I'm storing in a system, right? Through a Google form, I took your birth dates, and this I'm storing in the system. Will I get different formats in here? And can it lead to, misinterpretation? Because if you see, Danish and Ayush have written it in DDMM YYYY, whereas Dipsa is written in DDMMYY. Somebody could actually also write, I don't know, like those two people would have been there. They just left the meeting, I guess, because I was asking question. Otherwise, this also we can write like 3rd March 1998 or 3rd March 98. Yes, Ayush? Yes, so that's what and because you saw Danish's answer, you maybe would have corrected. Otherwise, in an open Google form where you can't see others' answers, it varies. And now, when I get those kind of answers, can I actually generate error when analyzing? Because converting them into format is a tough task. Second thing, same thing, what you asked is errors. So these are errors, first thing, because I did not specify the format, or maybe I did not put the constraints there. Second is programming and hardware failures. So now there are different programs from which I'm merging the dates. And again, same thing. Somewhere I would have taken DDMMYY. Somewhere I would have taken DDMMYYYY. Some person sitting in the US would have taken it as, MMDDYYYY, and it can lead into different sorts of data in the same collection of data. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so yes, so this kind of issues when we have the formats issue, when we have the data issue, when we might have something else in terms of programming, even sensors. Sometimes sensors are capturing the data, right? So I think, how many of you, all three of you, have AC at your home? All right. So does your AC have one functionality which is, setting up the room temperature to certain temperature? Not the AC's temperature, but room temperature should be 30 or 25, something like that. Yes. 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 So tell me that if I have an AC in my room, what should be the maximum and minimum temperature right now in your room? અત્યારે આ સિઝનમાં દીક્ષા અને દનેશ કદાચ એસી ના હોય તો બી આન્સર તો તું આપી શકીશ. અત્યારે રૂમનું ટેમ્પરેચર મેક્સિમમ મિનિમમ રેન્જ આપી શકશો તમે ત્રણેય? વોટ વુડ બી ધ મેક્સિમમ મિનિમમ રેન્જ? Okay, max 25, 26. Dipsa has given 26 to 30. The Danish. Okay. હવે જો તમારું એસી રૂમ ટેમ્પરેચર કરંટ રૂમ ટેમ્પરેચર 100 દેખાડે તો એ હોઈ શકે? Okay, ના હોઈ શકે. All right, all three of you are saying it should not be. But if you take up the AC remote and put a hair dryer, which I don't know, like other people would have it or not, but girls do have it. If you take up a hair dryer which had heat emission, right? If you put it on the AC remote for almost 10 minutes, it will show up current temperature up to 100 degrees. Yes or no? Yes. So now my point is, what happened to Path Rai? Who is a friend of Path? Anybody is friend of Path? Just 1 minute. Yeah, so he is writing a mail that I'm been removed out of the lab, whereas I was trying to talk to Path. So just inform him that if you are out of meeting due to technical errors or something, just join back. You don't have to write a mail to me. Even I myself sometimes go out of the meeting if there is a technical glitch or there is a call which comes, something like that. So inform him to join. I was talking to Path, even I told somebody else who was there. I think Devi. Devi was also I was talking to, and they were not there in the meeting. So I thought due to some issues they would have left. Ayush, you talking? That's not possible. Uh, Ask him to join through mobile or something and try and changing the devices, because you guys were there in the lab. I was talking to him when he was not there in the lab. So I don't know what is the issue. Mm, let me add up here, check in the computer if I can add him again. Add people, path, right. Ayush, ask him. I've sent him an invitation link. સ્ટુડન્ટને ઇન્વિટેશન લિંક મોકલીને સરે લેબ અટેન્ડ કરવા માટે બોલાવ્યા છે. દેવી ઓલ્સો લેફ્ટ, સો કેન સમબડી ચેક વિથ હર ઓલ્સો? એને બી કોઈ ઇશ્યુ નથી ને કે પર્સનલી પોતાની ચોઇસથી લીવ કર્યું છે? He is joined now. Yes, Path, what was the problem?
Sir, actually, I was switching from mobile to laptop, so because of that, I means turned down the volume of the phone and couldn't hear the voice and the task given by you. So when I came
That's
back,
okay, but then, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yes, sir. So when I came back and saw the link, I just went to see the video, and just as I started the video, means I was removed from the meeting. So I was confused, sir, what happened. So I,
That happens. That was I was saying. I was actually talking to you. So
okay,
then
okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Because what happens is, even I have a screen in front of me. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
see
Yes,
if
sir.
the participant left or not.
Yes,
So I
sir.
was talking to you and Devi and discussing. Then I realized that you're not replying. So I went to the chat list. So you were not there. So I thought maybe internet connection, and that happens. Even I get removed from my meeting only,
Okay, okay.
because nowadays we are using Google Meet so much. There's people having issues. Yes, what is Dipsa saying?
Devi is not able to
Okay.
join.
Let me add up from here and send an invite link. Devi Kotaria it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me invite her also. No problem. Dipsa, can you just pass on to message? I have invited through mail. See, guys, because if there is a technical issue, you have your classmates' number at least. You tell them and we will sort it out. Because I don't like, anyways, talking to two, three people. And in that also, if people leave or some issues are there, the lab gets, without discussion. So, everybody, if you guys face any issue, other people who are there in the lab, please talk to them. And ક્યારે બી કઈ એવું લાગે તો please make sure that you talk it out. કે mail તો અમે જોઈ લીધો because I was checking it. Otherwise, I would have seen it after the lab and then Bharat would have not been there in the lab. Yes, so we were talking on something. Let Devi come, so then again, we can continue the discussion.
Sir, can you please give your contact details so in case this thing happens, so I can contact you directly through
I don't
mobile
mind,
phone?
but then again, what would happen is, Parth, even my
Yes.
WhatsApp, I will check at the end of the lab. Are you getting?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
That's why I advise કે કોઈ લેબમાં હોય એની સાથે વાત કરજો. Because what happens is there are a lot of messages coming. So if I
Mm-hmm.
get to see that, then I get distracted. So
Yes, sir.
emails, I was not checking, but આજે પ્લેસમેન્ટનું
Luck.
હતું ને એટલે મેં કીધું એકવાર ચેક કરી લઉં. And then I saw
Luck,
your
sir.
mail. Yes. Yes, Devi, you are also back. Let's start the discussion. So we are talking on data pre-processing and why do we need it. So we were discussing on different issues which arise through data, right? And one of the biggest or the common issues which arise in the data when we are gathering it from multiple places is format issues. Then we are also getting the errors in terms of noise. We are also getting programming errors. So I was giving an example that when you have a AC at your home, AC can monitor the temperature of the room because it has a sensor which reads the room temperature. Now if you take up a heat dryer, hair dryer, and put it all over the AC remote, then it might show up the temperature up to 100 degrees inside a room, which is not the case because it's the temperature of the sensor. So in similar cases, what happens is there are sensors in a lot of places and they are reading the data, and due to some errors, it can actually generate data which is not correct. અને આવા બધા ડેટાને હેન્ડલ કરવા માટે આપણે ડેટા પ્રી પ્રોસેસિંગ જોઈએ. One more example I would give is what we have discussed just before Devi and Parth could join. So we will do the same for you guys. Devi and Parth, can you write down your birth dates in the chat? All right. And Devi? Okay, wonderful. Now, other three people who were there in the lab before, can you paste what you have written earlier so that we can have 5 birth dates in line? Yes, yes, wonderful. So now, if you can observe, especially Parth and Devi, and even Ayush, if you realize what I was saying is, there is 10th October 1999. That means there is a number, then TH, and then a month and a year. Then Devi has used 19 November 1999. Dipsa has used 15th April 99. Then Ayush has used a format which is another. So we have 4 different formats in here for the birth date. Now imagine I have 1000 people or 1 lakh people entering a birth date in a Google form or anywhere else. In this way, getting them into a similar format is something which we would require, and that is what data pre-processing is. One of the examples. I'm not saying that is the only example. Second is different sensors data which can get corrupted. Also, noise is when you have, let's say, Parth's salary is showing minus $10,000. So can we have minus $10,000 salary? We can't have it. So that is either programming error or entry error or maybe some mistake, right? So handling those kind of data, handling types of data where we want to get them into one format, we want to get them into smoothen format, we want to handle the missing value, and we also want to cover up for all the issues. We require data pre-processing. Clear, everyone? And any of you who would have worked as a coordinator somewhere, in your class, you would have faced this so many times. કોઈ તમને એમ કહે કે જરા ક્લાસનો આટલો ડેટા લઈને આવજો ને, આ ઇવેન્ટમાં કેટલાને પાર્ટિસિપેશનમાં રસ છે? યસ, નો, maybe, okay, I do this, and એવા answers આવે. Yes, so Ayush is agreeing. Why? Because everybody has their own way of answering unless you have predefined the answers, right? And even though you have predefined the answers, people make errors, and that is human errors, entry errors, etc. Correct? આ બધી વસ્તુનો જ્યારે સ્ક્રુટિનાઇઝ ડેટા બનાવવાનો હોય, let's say Parth and Ayush are supposed to do it for 7TC3, then what happens is when they sit back and Navjot sir asks how many of them are interested in the placement, so they can't directly filter the values, interested, non-interested, because there are a lot of different answers. So what they have to do is they have to do their pre-processing on the data, and using that pre-processing, finally they come up with the answer. But again, because of this, they are not sure. એટલે એ વસ્તુ માટે પ્રી પ્રોસેસિંગ ટેકનિક બી બહુ પરફેક્ટ અને સાચી હોવી જોઈએ. Getting it, guys? All right, so let me turn off the screen sharing of Notepad, and all of you install Weka. All 5 of you? Okay, wonderful. So, okay. So, turn on Weka. So this is what you would be seeing on the screen, if I'm not wrong. So if you can see here, 5 different options are there. So if you are into an operating system, or if you are in an environment where there is no command line argument, then Weka provides you simple CLI. એટલે અત્યારે આપણા ઓપરેટિંગ સિસ્ટમમાં કમાન્ડ છે, પણ in case you have a restriction in your system due to policy restrictions, or your operating system is not allowed to use the command line codes, but you need that in Weka and other places, then you can use simple CLI here, right? Then there is the first, which is Explorer, which we'll be using. So this is for learning, trying, and other things. If you're using little larger data, then you are supposed to use Experimenter, right, where you get all the support. Knowledge Flow and Workbench are in case you are doing research using the data mining, machine learning through Weka. You can do this. Here, if you see on the menu, you see that there is visualization support. If you see the first practical, which was there in the practical list, right? We need visualization support to understand, visualize another thing. We have programming support also, and we have package installers or managers. So in case you want to add up more things in here, you can add up extra packages. So this is a very small tool, but then again you can make it bigger with the help of adding the packages, and it can do all the data mining, machine learning operations, right? Because I am not going to teach you that right now, so I'll be going to Explorer, which we'll be doing. So here, when you open the Explorer, you get a complete window, right? So what do we see here is we see current relation in here. We see selected attributes here, and we see attribute sections here. This white space is for visualization, correct? File is missing, that's GLI, DLL. So maybe I think some DLL files while you are installing, or due to some antivirus or something which you installed, would have been removed. So reinstall it after some time. I'll give you that time also. So we see three relation status of the data, which is current relation, attributes, and selected attributes and their description here. We see visualization here. We see different filters in here. Once we select the data, we have supervised and unsupervised filters. We can open the file from here. So once we open, everybody would have at the same location. So C drive, program files. So basically your operating system, program files location, Weka, and data. So here you get all the data sets which are available for different sorts of research and learning. So we have, airline, we have breast cancer, contact lenses, we have CPU with vendors, credit card data, diabetes data. If you move forward, we have iris data set, we have, supermarket data set, we have weather data set, which is either in the nominal or numeric form. And let's use that we would be using weather numeric, and we load it up, correct? So we once load the data, those empty columns, empty places are now having some values. So here you see current relation. So basically there are 5 attributes here. That means 5 columns. You can see 5 columns: outlook, temperature, humidity, windy, play. You have instances which are 14. So basically 14 records. For each selected attributes, you can see the details in here in this section. So this outlook is selected. एक पण missing value नहीं, 0 missing values. 3 distinct values: sunny, overcast, and rainy. And unique percentage are 0. Distinct are 3. Correct. Similarly, if you select temperature, we have 10 unique values, 12 distinct values. Minimum is 64, maximum is 65. Again, numeric value and no missing value. Here you will see visualization of all those values. So humidity has again minimum maximum, so that is there, right? Windy is true or false, so two things: either it is windy or either it is not windy. And play will happen or not, so yes and no, correct? So this is the data set. We will be exploring this data set with little more pre-processing and the details in the lab. So I would give you about 5-7 minutes to explore something. So let me stop the sharing. So you guys now adapted to the online learning mechanism, or still you are looking forward to join in the regular classroom? Like this is called new normal. So you're okay with new normal? Slowly habituated, adapted, but eagerly waiting to join classes. I don't see when this is going to happen, Ayush. It's such a serious issue in the market right now in terms of the health concerns. You understand? All right. So Yash has just joined us. Yash, what is the time for the lab? Yash, can you hear me? Yash, can you hear me? See, this is what happens, guys. This is literally not a good idea when somebody joins the lab at 1 hour, almost 1 hour late, and then they're not replying. All right, so watch this and come back and let's discuss. I don't know if Yash is, willing to discuss or not. So acknowledge once you are done watching it so that we can discuss. All right. Ankur, what is the time for the lab? What is the time for the lab?
સર રિચાર્જ પૂરું થઈ ગયું છે.
અંકુર, આ વસ્તુ કોઈ રીતે વેલિડ નથી. તું લેબ ભર, વાંધો નહીં. I can't give you attendance after coming 1 hour late. You can learn what I'm sharing right now, but I can't be marking you present. This is a total unexcuse. All right. Please make sure કે જરા આવું બીજી વાર ના થાય. You are all good students, તો આવું excuses solve કરજો. All right. Other people? Okay. So you are familiar with Veka now? Okay. So again, let's move forward and do the practical. So now you know that what is Veka, how do we use Veka. So let me open the screen where we left. Let me change the data set because I want to ask you a few questions and then we will do it. So I loaded supermarket data. All right, Path. Path, can you tell me how many attributes are there? You can type,
Yes,
you
sir.
can speak. What? Yes. How many attributes are there on your screen? This particular data set. You see in the video, you know where the attributes are. No, not 18. Ayush, can you try? Yes, 217. Yes, both of you are right. It's here in the attribute section, 217, right? All right. Mm, Dipsa, can you tell me how many missing values in department 1? No worries, it's okay, Path. Dipsa, how many missing values in the attribute department 1 here? All right, Devi, can you tell me? Devi, Danish, Dipsa, how many missing values in the department 1 attribute? Correct, 3580, which is here. Now let me select department 9. How much, Devi? How many missing values? Okay, correct. So other two people who are not replying, in case you don't know, you get the missing values in the selected attribute section here. You get distinct values here. You get unique values. Type of value nominal એટલે in number nahi hoy, numeric nahi hoy. Those values are nominal. All right. So let's go back to the whether numeric and use it. So again, Ayush, how many attributes? Path, how many instances? All right. So in case I want to perform pre-processing on this, right? Let's say this is nominal data in which I want to convert into numeric. So I'll go to filters. Here I get different filters, attribute level filters, right? Instance level filters, supervised, unsupervised, both. So if you can see it here also, right? If you would have opened in your system, you can see. Yes, please unmute and ask so we save each other's time.
Sir, what does unique mean on the upper right corner?
Okay, unique is how many values are non-repetitive, how many of them are unique values.
In
Now
the
if
whole
you
file,
have unique, sorry,
from scanning the whole file,
yeah,
what
from
is it?
set of attributes અહીંયા જે instances છે બરાબર. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ વેન્ડી માટેના 14 ઇન્સ્ટન્સ જે હોય એમાં એક પણ યુનિક વેલ્યુ નથી. કેમ કે 6 છે અને બે જ ઓપ્શન છે, તો એક વેલ્યુ 6
Okay.
છે, એક 8 છે, so that cannot be unique. Otherwise it would have been true 1 and 13 this, then the whatever true value would have been one unique value.
Okay.
Getting it?
Yes.
Yeah, so in temperature, see, there are 10 unique values. અને એ જોવા માટે જ જે મેં તમને હમણાં આપ્યું, you can see when you click here on edit this particular part, you can see the whole data set day wise, 14 days, sunny, temperature is 85, humidity is 85, windy is false. So if you see here in this particular section, If you get any value which is unique in any of the columns, then you would get unique percentage in that particular attribute which is column. Otherwise, you won't have it. So यहाँ जो 85 है, so if you see scroll 85 is not repeating. Then there is 80. So 80 is again not repeating. 83 is not repeating. Like that. See, 70 is there. So it's not repeating. So some values are not repeating. So that means they are unique. Like 75 is repeating twice. So it's not unique. Then, other values 60. Yeah, so only one value I think is not repeating, and most of them are unique. So if you select that particular thing, see 10 unique values are there. So maybe one more would be repeating. So that is how you calculate unique percentage, and that also helps you understand which type of data we have. Getting it, everybody? Yes. So here you can go and choose the filters. Let's say I am using the attribute level filter. This is, already nominal numeric value. Let me choose a nominal value. Yeah. So Wendy is nominal. So the answer is true or false, and I want to convert it into binary. So I will choose accordingly. So I've chosen nominal to binary. When I apply here, you see that this has changed into a numeric value. Getting it, guys? So in scenarios when we want to convert the data into different formats, just like we saw right now in the earlier example of birth dates, or in the in a certain cases, if you are taking up how many kilometers it is that you are traveling, or what is the distance you are traveling to come to college every day. So if you're in US, they would write in miles. If you are in India, we'll write in kilometers. If you're in some other country, again miles and kilometers. So in similar scenarios, we would require them to be converted into some form or the other. Sometimes numeric to binary, sometimes nominal to numeric. And here we have converted nominal to binary, as you can see here. So binary is again numeric value. So we have got it into 0 and 1, and we have this way divided. Plus, as you can see, the same value which has 10 unique values or some unique values has been changed. So this is how you play with the data. You modify the data in a way where you can change the particular parameter and so on, right? Understood, everybody? All right. So open your Google Classroom. I am sharing one document with you guys, right? Using the same document, what you have to do is you have to perform pre-processing of different types. Only thing is there is no fixed bound which pre-processing you are performing, but you can't be doing the repetitive task. मतलब એક તો જે ફાઇલમાં છે એ જ એક્ઝેક્ટ નથી કરવાનું. બીજું કે you can't be copying it from like within each other, because everybody has to come up with different things. Just 1 minute. Yes, so you can open your Google Classroom. You will find one. Yeah, fine, Yash. That's what I was saying. You can't be traveling in the lab. You understand? There's no point listening when you can't do the practical things, but no worries. Do it at your convenience, then I would suggest that. All right. So, other people, you are supposed to refer that document. Also, I've given you a practical video link which you can use. Right, using that, you have to perform the thing and prepare a doc, which I'll be, again calling for it in the Google Classroom and submit it. Clear, everyone? I'm here. If you get any doubts, please feel free to talk. So you have half an hour to do this. I'll be checking what is the status. If you can't finish, still at least something would have been done by now. Considering that, we will be discussing. Clear? Guys, clear to everyone or anybody has doubts? Okay. So you're supposed to perform, let's say, let's keep two filters, right? Take the screenshot, prepare a proper report. That document is for GTU. You're supposed to edit it according to your requirement, right? Add up your roll numbers and other thing. So the footer must have your enrollment number and a page number, and header should have the practical name in left corner. So please make sure you are doing that way. Okay. And if you get doubts, I'm here. You have to change the filters, Ayush. Two different filters, and according to that, you have to take the screenshots. Yes. Right, those who are joining right now, like Kishan and other people, please refer Google Classroom and do the practical. So, guys, done. What is the status of the work? Guys, how much is finished? Okay, okay. So take your time. Path, can you just share with Hardik what we are supposed to do so he can also do it? Hardik, also observe Google Classroom. I shared the document. I shared the video link. You can utilize that and do it. If you are stuck, let me know. So that's the task which I've explained there, Hardik. That's why I asked you to watch the video. Whatever task we have done, that's what I've explained. Uh, everybody, you're supposed to submit this particular work which you are assigned today by Wednesday night. So I think it's enough time. Most of you are done 60-70% of work already. So even if you want some time exploring something, so I'm giving you 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, even Wednesday. Wednesday night, 12 o'clock is the time to submit it. Make sure every time you're submitting on time, because just forgetting to submit would mean that I would reduce your marks of regularity, right? That's also a parameter. If you have any doubts, any queries, please raise it. We have 10 minutes or so to talk. Otherwise, we would, take the attendance and do the other stuff of discussion.